EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On the counter, Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
57's the mic. Mark 57. Ricky.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Ball again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, it's White. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Johnson again on second down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Hall. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 3 yards out. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Prescott from the gun. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now White. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a three-point swing right there.
Here's White throwing on fourth down. And this is caught. He hits more. Down inside the 10. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A toss left side for Hall. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A give up the middle to Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Again, it's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one gonna fall incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
On the toss, it's Hall. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
From the shotgun, here's White. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On fourth down, White. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll throw again. Prescott. Diving is Hilton. He's got it. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Prescott's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball again on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. White looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1 yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And Johnson works his way in. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Steps away to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He'll take this to the 46. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. White flushed out right. And check down complete to Hall.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson, 39 yards.
And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
They run. It's Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, White. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Final play of the half. Prescott steps away. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hall again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now White with a first down throw. And a completion to Wilson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw is Prescott. Rolling to his right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. White. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow on play action.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Dances by him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins.
32 yards.
And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short. And this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. A toss left side for Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is White. Throwing on 4th down.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
On the toss, it's Hall.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good job.
They will throw on first down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals have regained the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ball again on 2nd down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A toss left side, Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now White. They will find Davis. That's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Now White. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Down the right sideline.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 44, White. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now White, a final shot before break. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
White. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. White. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. Down inside the 10. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
On first down, it's White. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's White. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again.
Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
On third down, Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
11. I gotta go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Play action. It's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
90 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. On 2nd down, it's Knight, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, But how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. To throw, Burrow. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back.